There's spider webs in there. Please don't let there be spiders. Please don't let there be spiders. Please don't let there be spiders. Oh god. Please let this work. Oh, okay. Oh, nuts. Not good. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh. Okay. I'm still alive. I think. Oh, bloody hell. I'm still alive. That's good. That's good. Now open this thing up. Bloody hell. Earth. Solid ground. No big city in the sky. Oh my god. Where are Jespar and Kalaya? Oh god, I hope they made it. I hope they made it. Come on, please. Please tell me. 1 pot, 2 pot. Jespar! Oh, thank God.
Wise hermit, you're well. I thought
the same. Oh god.
Either these ancient starfolk had butts made of shadow steel, or they should seriously rework the landing parts of these things.
Most likely butts of shadow steel.
Come on, let's go look for the girl. She can't be far from here.
Yeah. The pot is over there, so... Coast is clear. No evil things trying to kill us. Oh god. Kalaya!
Look, over there.
Kalaya! Come on.
Oh my.
She's still moving. She's still moving. Right? Please tell me she's alive.
She lives.
Oh, thank God.
Looks like a minor laceration to me and maybe a broken rib. I guess the force of the impact threw her against this rock.
Understandable.
Still, we should get her to a healer.
Yeah, definitely. So, how?
Do you have the map?
Yeah.
I think teleport magic should work again down here.
Okay, so I have the map.
Good. Then at least all this wasn't for nothing.
No.
Let's go.
Good idea.
So the High Ones devour our consciousnesses. Now that's what I call ironic. Maybe Koarik and his free people do become part of these higher beings they so adore after all.
Apparently, yeah.
We should tell them. Maybe they'll be so delighted that they will abandon the siege and sail right back to Naren.
Spare us your jests. Archmagister, how long will you need to decipher the map?
How long?
Archmagister?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
A couple of days, at least. I should start right away. Excuse me.
He's acting weird.
Jaela was his mentor during his novitiate.
Oh.
But he will get over it. He has to. You did well, Prophet. Despite the complications, the mission was a complete success.
I wouldn't call it a success.
Complete success? What in blazes has happened to you, Tila?
I indeed would not call that a complete success.
Time for quarreling.
Jaela is dead, Tila. Just like Jorek. Jorek for the name of the gods. And none of this would have happened if we had just given Quarik this idiotic machine.
No,
Please, Tila, if my opinion means anything to you, let go of this madness.
I don't care about your opinion. Yorick was a traitor, and Jaela gave her life for something greater than herself. But the latter in particular seems to be something you cannot relate to. Now, silence. I've had enough of your attempts to hinder our mission. Back to the topic at hand. Sharrim, what do you make of Jaela's plan to use the word of the dead to enter a High One's mind? I always thought it only enabled its user to relive the last memories of the deceased.
Well, if the High Ones are made of a collective subconsciousness, they are different in that regard. They consist only of memories, and a lot of them. That is, of course, if the Magistra's theory about them is true.
let's hope so.
I'm no sage, but having seen the Starling's murals, I'd say it is. Mankind ascends to become a High One. This is what the cleansing really is.
Then it might work. Used on a high one, the word of the dead could allow us to enter its spirit.
We will take the risk.
Yep, now the question,
walls still
how?
hold against Korik's armies, but we need to hurry. As soon as the Arcanists have figured out the map, we will set out to find this city of 1,000 floods. If you have any unfinished business to attend to, you should do it now.
Yeah.
Many things will be decided by what's to come. I feel it. Ah, and the apothecary said that Sister Sakarish will live.
Okay,
She's
great.
in the terrarium, in case you want to pay a visit.
Yeah, thank you.
Wherever you look.
Thank you.
Where is this supposed to lead? Yeah, that makes sense.
Chaos wherever you look. I almost feel idiotic bringing this up now, but I'd like to spend some more time with you before we go searching for this city.
You're not the only
For
one.
some reason, I have a bad feeling about this. Just meet me in the Strangers District if you have the time, okay?
Yeah, sure.
And be careful, whatever you do. We've lost too much already. Way too much.
Way too much indeed. Way too bloody much indeed.
Huh?
Great. So, Jespar wants to spend some more time with me before we start our expedition into the city of 1,000 floods. He said I should meet him in the foreign quarters in the evening. And also, optional meet Kalai in the curarium. And wait till the Starling map has been decoded. Attend Magister Yela and Liam's funeral ceremony. And talk with Theodore about this dispute with Natara. So much to do, like...
He knows what he's doing.
Bless you. Okay, let's take things easy. Now that we have time and... First up, let's go to the funeral.
I will, don't worry.
Pay our final
Did
respects.
you hear the news?
Without Yela and Liam, we wouldn't have been here at all. I mean, Yela protected us against the bird of the thing, the steel dragon or
Outlander.
whatever it
What
was.
are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, somewhere
If they were
else?
anything,
My name? Well, isn't
they
this
were
surprise?
brave.
Where are you headed? To
The bravest I ever knew.
Have you heard the news? Till the next day of the Kraken.
And so the circle closes, as it does for these 3 virtuous souls we are mourning today.
Walk
But
west.
fear not, for they gave their life for a just cause, for the greater good, and will thus be walking on the endless paths forever, together with our Lord Malthus. Magistra Jaela, keeper of the 3rd sigil and master of the archives. Stalwyn Willowsong, keeper of the 1st sigil, and Legium Lightman, novice. May the Lord receive your souls today and grant you that you may walk the paths for eternity.
Oh, just shut up, won't you? As if you believe any of this yourself.
Keeper, you...
Malthus is dead. Our Lord is dead. And if even he could not last through the ages, how is he supposed to lead us along the eternal paths? A dead god?
Take her away.
Yes, just go on. Close your eyes and pretend that none of this is happening. It's what you've always been good at. The cleansing is our punishment, don't you see? The punishment because we failed the Lightborn. That we let someone kill them. And the High Ones will take us all. Do you hear me? They will take us all.
Keep going.
But...
Keep going.
Magistra Jaela, keeper of the 3rd sigil and master of the archives. Stalwyn Willowsong, keeper of the 1st sigil. And Legium Lightman, novice. May the Lord receive your souls today and grant you that you may walk the paths for eternity.
Rest in peace. Yes, Malthus may be dead. But that doesn't mean we should abandon all that we've been doing all this time. Even when the gods were still alive. We still have our faith. Our beliefs, our morals and everything. And the things we stand for. Whenever things may turn bleak, you shouldn't just all throw that away. You're living for a reason. Let's see how Kalaya's doing. Hopefully better than the rest. If my information is correct, she should be somewhere here in the curarium. Kinda hoping she woke up. That was a heavy fall. Hey, how are you doing?
Saira, what are you doing here?
I'm here for you, of course. Just wanted to check on you. How's your injury doing?
Better. Thanks for asking. I suppose it looked worse than it actually ended up being.
I was afraid of your life, let's say that. We'll soon start the mission to head into the city of the 1,000 Floods. I'm afraid you might not be able to join us because of your injuries, so I just want to say goodbye.
I see. I don't think this is the end, though. I will be back on my feet again in a couple of hours and will help defend the temple. Nothing is worse than lying around like this.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Just find the Numinos for us, Saira. That is all that matters.
Take care, okay? I care about you. Okay. That leaves me with 2 things left to do. One is discuss this entire ordeal with Theodore Aranthil and his dispute with, what was her name again? The captain of the guard, the Natara. Like, that just wasn't good at all, and I'm afraid that might throw a fit into our plans. So he will be in the Emporium as usual, like he always is. Because someone needs to talk a tiny bit of sense into him. To at least act normal.
What do you want?
Nothing. Well, I want a lot of stuff, but where is he? Theodore? Are you here? I know you're here, you're never anywhere else, because you're always in the Emporium somewhere. Hey.
Yes, Prophet.
What do you think about the High Ones now that we know what they really are?
The same I thought before. They are our enemies, and they want to destroy us. I do not care about their motives, even though I have to admit that knowing their true nature is a disquieting thought. An entity created from the collective consciousness of a civilization. Something like that should not be allowed to exist.
No. So, how's the situation in the city? Are the seals still working?
Yes. Koarek will not dare sending his troops straight against our walls. That would be tactical suicide. For now, we are safe.
Okay, that's good.
However, the red madness is getting worse by the minute. The cleansing is closing in. I can feel it.
Ah, bloody hell. Okay, I overheard your discussion with the Trishesha. How can she still not believe that the threat is real after all we've learned? Like, does she really think we're making stuff up?
You know, I know Natara better than you might believe. And I know the reason for her untouchable demeanor. Fear.
Fear?
She's afraid of losing something important to her. Something that she helped to create, and that is the Order. You probably do not know this, but unlike most keepers, Natara was not born of the Sublime Path.
She wasn't?
Even more than us, she had to fight for her place here. And through immense willpower and discipline, she made it. Not only to become an ordinary keeper, but into the highest league.
In other words, the Order is all she has.
Correct. It is all she has ever lived for, and she's afraid that change will destroy it. Your admission into our ranks, our truce with Narazul's mages. She believes that my imprisonment made me into a fool whose only intent is to get his will. She does not realize that all that has happened burdens me as much as it burdens her. And that I would give a lot for her support, rather than this ridiculous bickering.
You seem to know an awful lot about the Truchesha. How close exactly have you two been?
That's none of your concern.
Sorry,
but I presume you have your assumptions.
Yeah. So you'd like someone to back you up? That's the first time I have ever heard you say something like that. Normally you've been the lone wolf, but...
Everybody needs someone to back them up from time to time. You know, as humans, we are not so different from animals as some try to make us believe. We are like wolves, and every pack needs a leader. Someone in front who is not afraid to make the hard calls. And this is who I am. I did not ask for it, but I will not fail. If my resolve weakens, the others will lose their courage, and I cannot let that happen. But that does not mean that I regret any of the decisions I have made. None of them.
The role of a leader is a tough one. And not many people can actually follow in your footsteps. Good luck. I'm going to stock up on some extra supplies for the journey and then...
Yes.
Give me a signal when the map is decoded. In the meantime... time for some me time. Stuff for me to do. Let's go meet Jespar and the Dancing Nomads. This is actually the first time I'm really back down here.
Red madness. Enemies before our gates. How can the Order ask us to keep on living as if nothing has happened?
The damage is still here from the attack. Like, they're slowly working about it and stuff like that. But the damage is still here. And how afraid these people must be. Like, the only thing that is keeping these people safe.
You're a foreigner, aren't you? You couldn't have picked a better
Are those
time to come to
barriers?
Enderal. Recently,
That's the
Order
only
started to
thing.
let pathless ones and people from the Undercity
Oh,
become
they must be so terrified.
so much for
Sharim
tradition
is
and
the
values.
only one who really stands in between the Neramis and everyone dying here.
What?
Like, for real. We need to place a lot of protection and guards to keep an eye on Sharim, just in case. Before stuff goes terrible.
It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
I mean, what if there still is this spy? What if they were to take down Sharim, and in order then take out the barriers? Then everyone here is doomed. Everyone truly is doomed. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
There you are.
Yeah.
Follow me, I have a surprise for you.
Is it going to be Temetralian brandy, like before?
I hope the new turnips come soon.
Although that was outside the city. That's a bit of a difficult situation these days. Yeah. Bad joke, I know. Can't make jokes about us not being able to go outside anymore. That's kind of bad. But, surprise, you caught my interest. What's it gonna be?
The new turnips come soon.
Because
You're
I
an outlander,
do not
aren't
know.
you?
And I wanna
can
know.
tell.
Is it inside the Dancing Nomad? It is? Yes, it is. Okay, I'll follow you. Go ahead.
By the way, they're called the Nighthawks. A group of minstrels from Duneville.
The
They came to
Nighthawk?
play here in spite of the siege. Take your time to listen if you want. I'll wait upstairs.
I'll be right with you.
Not now.
The Nighthawks.
What do you want?
That is actually awesome. Like, really awesome. That is actually awesome.
Is it important?
Really awesome. Either way, let's go upstairs. Let's not leave Jespar waiting for too much longer.
What do you want?
So, yeah.
Move along.
Jespar, where exactly? Jespar?
The book on the table's for you. Come, read it.
Book on the table? Lithonia, myth or reality? Letters and Scriptures by Enderal Roleplay, gathered by Ips Shri Amgash. Fragmentary transcript of a speech at the Garmesh Skukola al-Sharim, dated approximately 8214-8216 AST. Roth. No, this is wrong. There were barely any serious attempts at disclosure for decades, nay, centuries. A pupil raises his hand. He is granted the freedom to speak. Why not, though? Should not the gods in particular take great interest in finding that Lithonia, if it exists? It exists. And concerning your question, there are multiple reasons for this. The first reason is the danger of an expedition. One would travel for several moons, mayhaps even years. Of course, these dangers of navigation would persist beyond the frontiers of the known worlds. A pupil in the first row speaks. Skarak, that is what you are talking of, isn't it, Master? Skarak, the vultures from Arkwent, and these are only those we know of. And certainly the sea itself. However, these are merely the superficial reasons. The true matter is that the discovery of a new continent would contradict the teachings of the Lightborn. It would prove that even they are fallible. Disturbed, partially resentful muttering fills the hall. Letter by Enderal Roleplay for an unknown friend. Dated approximately 8225 AST. Dear Milbert, I appreciate your solicitudes. However, let us be honest. What choice do I have? I can be satisfied that the Order of Gods has not imprisoned me. The cartographers and scholars mock and discredit me, and even though I know that they do that partially fearing I could anger the Lightborn, it still affects me. I have expected many hurdles, but never have I presumed one would not want to discover Lithonia. And yet, imagine what this would imply. Undiscovered cultures, outlandish creatures, landscapes you only know from legends. A new world. So please realize that I will not just drop it as you have stated. This is not a choice. It is destiny. Your friend, Enderal. So this country, Lithonia, sounds nice. Letter by a stranger for Enderal Roleplay, dated approximately 8230 after Starfall. Maester Roth, it pleases me that Tamira was able to keep her promise. A ship will be available for you on the 6th of this year's Hunger Days, if everything proceeds according to plan. Please recruit your crew in the meantime and choose wisely. You will require everything: skilled seamen, blacksmith, lumberjacks, healers and scholars, even women and children. Provisions and equipment, weaponry as well, will be taken care of, so you can concentrate entirely on the mission. My wife calls me a fool for trusting you, Mr. Roth. She calls it a squander of our wealth and predicts your failure. I believe in you. That's interesting.
About 5 years ago, sages from all over the world ridiculed Enderal Roth for his theory on this Lithonia.
Okay.
A foreign country, more than 1 year travel from the outmost coasts of Narim. A bizarre notion, even for the most eccentric cartographers out there.
Uh-huh.
There was one man who believed him, a rich merchant from Ostian, who put up the money to fund his mission. Well, according to my sources, an eagle bearing a letter recently arrived in Calais. Roth's mission was successful. Lithonia really does exist.
It does? And what? No one has ever seen it until now?
Well, how could they? It's no secret that Myrids are afraid of the open sea, and most cartographers were blindly certain of the completeness of the world map. Because of that, there haven't been serious expeditions since the late 5000s.
Wow. So, what's your point? Why are you showing me this?
Well, when I left Narim to travel here, there were rumors about a group of explorers who wanted to follow in Roth's footsteps. 3 ships, with enough provisions to last an entire year and a half. I thought about joining them when all this is over. And let's just say I wouldn't mind some company.
That is really interesting. Like, really? And here I thought you had a problem with commitment. So, what these explorers want is to become settlers, found a new civilization?
Yeah, they're fugitives. People who have lost everything in the Naramese wars. And of course, merchants and adventurers like we'd be. And wouldn't that be great? Something so new, so unscathed, with things to discover that no one's ever seen before.
That sounds amazing. And here I thought you had a problem with commitment.
I have a problem with us living as other people expect us to, rather than making our own future together. Call me a fool, but traveling to an uncharted continent sounds like it goes along quite well with that ambition.
Very well indeed. Like, we decide the rules. Entirely new land, new runes to explore, and everything. That's an actual amazing idea, Jespar. Like, really, I like it. So, you're romantic after all, I knew it. I'd say it's a beautiful idea, really.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, it feels good to have some prospects in the midst of all that's happened in the past months. A future that includes another person.
We can look ahead.
I've had that before. Now, come on. The night's still young. Let's make the most of it.
Let's dance.